Traditionally, what are these things? Well, there was an Italian card game called Tarocchi or Trifundi, and it had familiar playing cards that we know, like, and also the face cards. So, like, 1 through 10, and then the court cards or the face cards. Now, remember that playing cards in general emerged from the Arabic world and came into the West. The 4 court cards are found in the tarot. So when you get to the court, instead of just having Jack, Queen, King, you have knight or page, knight, queen, and king. So that's why you get more. You have 4 more cards than 52, which you have. Okay, 52 cards in the traditional playing card deck that we know. These lower arcana, the cards that correspond to those, there are 56 of in the tarot. All right, so there's 78 cards in total, and remember that contemporary playing cards have 52. So imagine you have a normal tarot deck of playing card, or a normal deck of playing cards, and and you have the trump cards as well. The trump cards are called the major arcana, the trifundi, the things that triumph. In fact, the game is called Trifundi, which means to triumph, and we get the word trump from trump in Italian. So these trump cards, which are these major arcana, I'll get to in a second, are 22 cards that are laid on top of your normal deck of cards that you'd be used to, 1 through 52. All right, so there are 56 cards that are called the minor arcana, the minor old things, and they correspond to our usual playing cards. They have clubs, they have hearts, they have spades, they have diamonds. Now, they have different names, such as amongst tarot, you have baton or batons and wands, which were originally, when the Arabs brought or transmitted the playing cards to the Western world, these were actually polo mallets, because polo was a big deal in the Arabic world. Yes, invented by the Arabs. Cups or chalices. Then you have swords and blades and coins and pentacles. So you can connect that to what we would have, king, queen, knight, page. And there we have, what did I had it all worked out how they correspond. So, well, we don't need to go into that too far. Oh, one interesting thing, I met someone from Eastern Europe. I met a couple of people from Eastern Europe who does sort of tarot readings just using an ordinary deck of playing cards. And I believe it was a Ukrainian guy I met, and he said that he learned from his grandmother, who used a deck of playing cards that she'd used most of her life, which was a decommissioned, inactive deck from a Las Vegas casino, made it all the way to the Ukraine, and she used them for divination. Okay, so when you're looking at these aspects in a tarot card reading, these lower cards are considered to be sort of transitory. It's like you're seeing fleeting influences if you're doing divination. Now, the trump cards are different. They tell the soul's journey from 0, which is the Fool, pure potentiality, to the world or universe, which is 21. So that is in 22 stages. These are called the major arcana. They reflect an allegorical journey, going back maybe even to alchemy and lead into gold, the transformation of lead into gold, man into God-man. Jodorowsky argues that they are a map of the soul, and Jodorowsky also says in another one of his movies that by studying the major arcana, you can understand a map to create your soul, arguing that in fact the soul is something that you are not inherently born with but needs to be created, or that it must be created in a more perfect manner than the way you have. I see this journey, this story that we've seen in a couple of the intro videos, as being a journey from unstructured potentiality to fully realized structured realizations. Some people have argued that the Fool, this first card, and we'll see it sooner or later in one of these slides, might be what the Joker is modeled on in current decks. And it does have a symbolic similarity, but there's in fact no connection between Il Matto or Le Mat in French and in Italian, which is the Fool, and in fact the Joker. Okay,